At East Tennessee Children's Hospital, we know that time is precious, but some times are better than others. That's why we have 4 urgent care facilities with pediatric experts ready to get you back to better in no time.
Well, thanks for checking in with your afternoon weather update. Happy Saturday afternoon. Got the clouds hanging out with us, but I think we're going to have some sunshine before the day is over, and then the clouds and a cold front and some rain showers and, well, even cooler temperatures are on the way. Lunchtime temperatures have been hovering in the 50s and 60s. It's been pretty nice, although if you're stuck under the clouds, it still has that cool feel to the air, but it is still warmer than what we were yesterday. So we've got that going for us. 22 degrees warmer, actually, in Scott County than yesterday at this hour. And of course, as we continue to progress through the afternoon, we're talking about a cold front on the way, and that's going to produce some rather gusty conditions. So expect the wind to really pick up throughout the afternoon and evening. Warm front's moving its way northward, so we will continue or should continue to warm up from here on out. I do anticipate some of this fog and low-grade clouds that we've had this morning to kind of zip on out of here. So I'm anticipating more sunshine as we get into the afternoon, so grab the sunglasses, and I think that's going to really help to warm our temperatures up as we get into the 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour. As we get into the 7 o'clock hour tonight, we actually got a cold front on the way. This cold front's not going to, it's relatively moisture-starved. Now, does everybody get rain? I think so, but I don't think it's going to last very long. All right, so rainfall through this evening. As I mentioned earlier this morning, we do have a chance for a stray shower, but not expected much activity. I think we're going to see a little bit of sunshine, and temperatures are going to warm nicely back to near 70 degrees. That's 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. Don't get used to it, because we're talking about some changes that are arriving behind the cold front that moves through tonight. So even if you have evening plans here tonight, the wind's going to be kicking up, so it's going to be rather breezy and gusty. Don't do a fire pit tonight. Too windy for that. It's 70 degrees at 6, down to 68 degrees by 8 o'clock tonight. So here comes the cold front. It's going to slide its way on through. It's going to bring us a very thin line of some showers. I don't think it's going to last very long. No severe weather threat expected. Just some rather gusty winds overnight tonight. By tomorrow morning, many of us could pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain, give or take. It kind of depends on how these all set up and play on through, but I think a nice little line of showers producing at least 1/10 of an inch of rain. All right, so forecast low temperatures on Sunday start in the 40s, but watch this. I think we'll have a little bump of those temps just after, we're going to come down, I should say, just after sunrise. Then as we get into the early afternoon, I think temps come back up just a little bit and then kind of start to fall back again. So with that said, I think generally speaking, we'll start and have afternoon temperatures in the mid-40s. Rain chances really start to ramp up. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot on Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. Not a whole lot, but Tuesday into Wednesday, I think, is really when the majority of the rain comes on in. So we got a big old batch of moisture that's going to settle on in. So through Monday, we're only going to look at a little bit of rain, not a whole lot. But watch how this quickly changes as we get this southerly fetch of moisture. This takes us all the way through next Wednesday. And we're talking about the possibility of 2 to 4 inches of rainfall here in East Tennessee by next Wednesday. But it doesn't stop there. We're going to continue to see the rain pile up by the end of the week, and I don't think it stops there. So by the end of next week, we could potentially see 2 to 4 pockets of 5 to 6 inches of rainfall. Obviously, this is just kind of a broad brush picture of what potentially could happen. Now, when you look above and beyond that, the 6 to 10 day outlook and the 8 to 14 day outlook by the Climate Prediction Center, we're still talking about above average rainfall. So if we pick up in the next week, say 2 to 4 inches of rain, and then we're talking about an additional maybe 2 to 4 inches of rain behind that system over the next week beyond that, we potentially could have 4 to 8 inches of rainfall in the next couple of weeks. And I've been putting that on social media. I've kind of showed you some graphics saying, hey, heads up, now's kind of the time to prepare for flooding concerns. Listen, if you live in a low-lying area, that's going to be a concern because I do think that we're going to have some flooding and flash flooding issues. All right, temperature trend Sunday, we're at 46, but we'll climb into the 50s. Still trending at or slightly above average next week. Low temperatures are in the 40s, down into the 30s next week. If you've been with me for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about this pocket of colder air to our north and west. Well, guess what? It's not arriving between the 10th and the 14th. It's probably arriving between the 14th and 22nd time frame. So I do think that we are going to see another cool down move its way back into the air. Let me go back to that 7-day forecast here for you. And again, warm today, colder tomorrow, moderating but seasonable as we head through the rest of the week. Off and on rain, but heavy rain expected as we get into our Tuesday and Wednesday. Probably start to dry out a little bit Thursday into Friday, and then we'll see more rain set up shop as we get into the latter week. I'm telling you, my friends, I have posted on social media. I am a little concerned with the amount of moisture that could potentially head our way over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you check in every once in a while online, easttnweather.com, or better yet, your daily forecast weather updates on the East Tennessee Weather app. Have a great day. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day parts, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.